In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a works cited page. We're going to cite several different types of sources, from databases to websites and even some books. So the first one I want to show you is a World Book example. So the way that I'm going to cite World Book, it actually cites it for you at the bottom here. And we always want MLA citations. So I'm going to copy just the MLA citation, and I'm going to go back to my works cited, and I'm going to paste in here. We do want to make sure that we're pasting completely. We want to make sure that these formats transfer over, like these italic words. We don't want to just change the font or formatting of anything when we're copying and pasting, so just make sure that it does stay the same. And then the next one I want to show you is a Gale article. Gale will also cite it for you at the very bottom, but then you can also click Cite here. I want to make sure it's MLA, which it is. And I'm going to highlight that text, copy it, and paste over. And then next I have a website that I found. And to cite a website, Google Docs actually has a feature that cites it for you. So all I need is the URL at the top here. So I copied that. I'm going to go back to my works cited. I'm going to click Tools, Citations, and then Add Citation Source. And then I need to change the source type to a website. And then I'm going to put the URL right in here. I'm going to click Search. Now there are a couple things that it was not able to find. I can always go back and add those manually. I'm just going to double check. I didn't see a publishing year down here. And then I think the other thing that it was missing was a contributor, which is an author. And a website like that is not going to have an author either. So I'm going to click Continue. And then I'm going to click Add Citation Source. And then I don't want to click Cite right now. This is for inserting in-text citations, which is not what I'm making right now. So I am going to copy this, and then I'm going to paste that right back in here. And then the last thing I want to show you is how do you cite a book. So let's say this book was really helpful in my research. So if you find the book in our Destiny catalog, the ISBN number is all you need to cite it. So it's actually listed here in Destiny, but if you have the physical book, the ISBN number is going to be on the back side of every book where the barcode is, like if you're purchasing the book, and then this is the number that you're going to want to type in. So again, I'm going to copy this number. If you didn't copy it, you were just typing it in, you would manually type it in. I'm going to add citation source. It's a book. I'm going to change it to print. And then I'm going to type that ISBN number in. And then search. It found the book for me. I'm going to click Continue. Add citation source. And then I'm going to highlight this text. And I'm going to paste it into my works cited page. So these are all the sources that I have for my works cited. Now what I need to do is I need to make sure that I've formatted my works cited page correctly. So the first thing I need to do is title the page Works Cited, and that title needs to be centered. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to type Works Cited, and then I'm going to center that. Okay. All fonts should be in Times New Roman size 12. I'm going to highlight all of my text. I'm going to change it to Times New Roman. I'm going to change it to 12-point font. And then I'm going to alphabetize all the entries by the author's last name. I'm also going to add or the first words of the entry, or the source entry. Because sometimes we don't have authors listed. In fact, I think all of ours don't have authors. So I'm just going to go by the first word of each of these sources. Oh, we do have one. Okay, so L is going to be very beginning because it goes before P. And then I have two that are Paralympic Games, but this one, the next word is world, and this one is Gale. So this is going to go below here because G goes before W. And then this one is Paralympics history, so that would go after G in games. So now my sources are alphabetized. Next, I'm going to left align all sources. I'm just going to double check that it's done that and click left align. Then I'm going to single space with one space in between each different source. I'm just going to double check that my line spacing is single space, which it is not. It was 1.5. And then I do have this space in between each of my sources, which I also want, which is fine. And then the last step is to use a hanging indent. So our text isn't going to be indented like a normal paragraph like that. A hanging indent actually will indent the second line here. So I'm going to show you how to do that with Google Docs. I'm going to go highlight all my text. I'm going to go to Format. I'm going to go to Align and Indent, Indentation Options. And I want to make sure that my left is 0, my right is 0, and then I'm going to click Special Indent, Hanging, and I'm going to change it to 0.5, and then I'm going to click Apply. And it did it to almost all of my sources. The only one that it might mess up a little bit is my URLs because they're so long. So I'm going to just manually, all I did there was hit my indent button. So now my Works Cited is good to go. I know there's like a little bit here, but it's just because this is the link and it's all together. So don't worry about that extra space there. So now I've got my Works Cited page. Now if I wanted to do some in-text citations within my essay, you can also still use that citation button. So let's say you wanted, in your paragraph, you were referencing this book. If you click that cite button, it's going to add that in-text citation, and then you would just have to put the page number. So let's say you had a quote on page 20, then that's what you would do for an in-text citation. Again, if I click cite here, it's this would be the in-text citation for that website that I used previously. But again, you don't need to do in-text citations on a Works Cited page. That's just within your paragraph. If you had in-text citations, that's how you would do it. Hopefully now you know how to create a Works Cited page. Let me know if you have any questions.